Thank you for coming in today. And we have our regular special guest, Srikant. We're going to talk about meditation. So he will kind of explain what meditation and how it helps and transforms you. Srikant?
So then I'll get into the topic of meditation with some concept, right? So what I like to do is rather than just giving how to do meditation, I want to kind of build that concept. The concept is very important here. So like how I was sharing, right? This morning, I had this thought during meditation that our mind has become so complex. We like things to be very complex. For example, I'm stressed out. I want calmness. If that calmness is given to you, then you're automatically looking for that calmness. We cannot appreciate it. Then we are looking for the venues to get stressed out. That's the human nature, right? So this life and in general, the simplicity eludes us. Just like God is also simple and is eluded because we don't like God in a very simple state, simple idea. And that which is, everywhere omniscient, omnipresent, this simple idea of God, we cannot appreciate it. So we make it complex. I'll tell you a very simple example, right? Suppose you are in a dark room and your hand is on the light switch. Will you say darkness go away before I turn on the light? Will you ever say that?
No.
The simple idea is if you want to see things in the room, you turn on the light.
Right.
Correct? Without any second thought. And look at it this way, when it comes to spirituality or religion or moksha marga, as we call it, right? I mean, all Gita is also moksha shastra. All scriptures are talking about moksha only. Everything is kind of directing you towards the moksha, liberation, freedom. And in order to attain the jnana, to bring the light into yourself, into the heart, what are we trying to do? Oh, I should not have desires. I should not have attachments. I should not have lust. I should not have, it's pretty much everything kind of oriented towards the sannyasa. As if I become a sannyasi, the light enters in right away. Right? Look at it. So for the light for me to enter in spirituality, we are doing the exactly antithesis. I should send the darkness away before the light comes in. We are missing that simple aspect that light comes in, the darkness goes away. Even in our mantras, we say tamasoma jyotirgamaya. Take the darkness away and put light into me. See, the antithesis. Correct?
Yeah.
Why are we doing it? Because we don't like the simple fact of turning the light and the darkness going away. See, we don't like that simple fact when it comes to life. When it comes to spiritual life, especially. We want to make it complex. We want to achieve the hard part. We have to make it difficult so that our egos are satisfied.
Sense of achievement.
Achieve. It kind of gives you some feeling of achievement.
Yeah.
But whereas there is no achievement here.
Right.
I mean, last week I was telling, suppose you are on an infinite road. And even if you travel infinity, by definition, you have to travel one more infinity to achieve infinity. That means you are on an eternal march. But look at it this way. What spirituality says, wherever you are at infinity. That is what Tattvam Asi means, right? Tattvam Asi, you are that. Right?
Okay. Right.
So, all the spiritual aspect is talking about Tattvam, that means you, the nature of you, is the same as God. In fact, the Bhagavad Gita, interestingly, if you divide the 6 chapters, 18 chapters into 3 parts, 6 chapters each. The one talks about the Tvam, about the self, Tat, about the God, and Asi, how do you achieve, how do you become? So wherever you find, this is the path. So now, because of our so much complex mind, so much complexity we brought in, we are missing that which is simple, easy, which is already there. It's right in front of our eyes. Eyes in the sense it's right in front of our availability, and we are missing it because we don't like it that simple. In Telugu, they say, right, Artipanda olchi notlo pedithe manaku nachadu. ఆ అరటిపండు మన కష్టపడి సంపాదించి నోట్లో పెట్టుకోవాలి. Right? So
Right.
what meditation is doing is it removing all these complexities around us. The path of heartfulness is designed to make us simple. It is designed to make us appreciate the simplicity. It is designed to make us appreciate that ease of becoming spiritual. That's what it is geared towards. And Babaji, our teacher, guide, said, God is simple, so means to achieve him must be simple. We cannot achieve the simple thing through complex means, correct? It's all a known fact. It's common sense. So what meditation is doing is it is opening up that simplicity, the simple channel in our mind, so that we can absorb which is already there. And kind of realize that I am that, my nature, my tattvam is also that. Once we start appreciating this, then my every cell of the body resonates with the divine effulgence. Because we don't have this access, what we are doing, we want to make things complex. So this complexity, what it has created is all these forms and shapes outside us. Because we cannot appreciate what is inside us. So we put it outside us, make it complex. And that is what the Shastras talk about, Saguna Brahman. And then some people have taught about Nirguna Brahman. So when you say no quality is also a quality, if you look at it that way.
Right.
Right? So it is neither Saguna nor Nirguna. We want to go beyond. So to go beyond, because this thing is not available to us, the Guru comes to the aid. Now what we have done, we have made Guru as God. And then we started worshipping the Guru. And what are we asking from him? Again, Guru has become a Saguna Brahman. But whereas the Guru's role is to remove this complexity and make you feel, see, become what he has become. If that should be the Guru's role, the disciple's role is to adopt that teaching, implement it in their life, become that simple. Become that being. So that's the whole goal idea of meditational practices. So here, neither Guru is worshipped, nor God is worshipped. Because in worshipping, I'm separating. The underlying idea is separation. In adopting, in absorbing the underlying idea, the idea of meditation is to bring that which is separated, the feeling of separation is to bring within, to connect with it, realize it, because it's already there. The connection, that thing is already connected to me, but I am not realizing it. So those channels open up because our complex mind forgot how to be simple. And all these complexities in the form of grossness, which are distorting our consciousness, the Shuddha Chaitanya, they say. Shuddha means purity. Purity in a sense of Vedanta, that which is not altered by any upadhi, any emotions, any external entities. So my consciousness is already pure, but now we are altering it through the interaction with this mind. And that is distorted. So the process of cleaning kind of comes to the aid. We'll talk about cleaning in our next session, but talk about meditation. What's happening in meditation is I am just waiting. Like that in Siddhartha movie, Herman Hesse movie, they'll ask you what you can do. He says, I can think, I can wait. Okay. Those are the only two required qualities for spirituality. If you can think and you have the patience to wait, it will happen. So in essentially what we are doing in meditation is we sit calmly and we wait for that thing to unfold itself. So meditation is a wait where you are waiting, act of waiting, where things are unfolding by itself. When things are unfolding by itself, what you should do? Basically nothing. So meditation is not about concentration. Meditation is not about focus. Meditation is not all these things. Okay. Meditation is I'm just waiting with an idea of this divine presence within me and let it unfold. So you're leaving your mind free. Once you give the direction to the mind and you leave it free, it knows how to find it. We slip into meditation, like how you go to sleep. You cannot just sit on the bed and say, next minute I'm going to sleep. I'll focus on my sleep. The sleep never happens. You just wait, close your eyes, create that ambience around you. Sleep happens by itself. Same thing, meditation happens by itself. If we create that ambience around me with that attitude of meditation, if I'm sitting with the idea of divine presence in my heart and wait, meditation happens. What about thoughts come during meditation? Let them be there. What should I do with them? Don't do anything with them. Let them be there. Just like all other organs are functioning, my heart is functioning while I'm meditating, my digestive system is functioning, my liver is functioning, my kidneys are functioning. Everything else is functioning. I don't understand why mind should not function while I'm meditating. And people talk about this samadhi sthiti. Samadhi means I lose all my consciousness. I go into a state where nothing is heard, visible, no thoughts, nothing. That's how people have thought about samadhi as. And Dr. Radha can tell you, if you give anesthesia, you also go into samadhi. You will not know anything. I can easily get samadhi. That kind of a samadhi which goes by the general understanding of the people. But in a spiritual understanding, samadhi is a state where you become completely aware. Because now the pure consciousness, Shuddha Chaitanya, has taken over the mind. The nature of the consciousness is awareness. It is not unawareness. See, how we are thinking meditation, exactly the opposite. To become unaware, that's what we are trying to do. But whereas the nature of meditation is to become completely aware. When I meditate, I can hear the tick in my watch. That much awareness which comes into you. Should I get disturbed by any thoughts, any sounds during meditation? They're just part of the nature around you, the nature inside you. Thoughts are yours. They're not something external for you to avoid it. So avoiding thoughts, treating thoughts as something is a very antithesis of meditation again. Just like any other body function is happening while you are meditating, Mind is also doing its function. Let the thoughts come. It could be a worse thought, it could be a best thought, it could be a most noble thought, enlightening thought, or it could be the worst thought in your life. It doesn't matter. So we don't qualify the thoughts in meditation. So when you start meditation itself, accept that there will be thoughts. The other day I was talking to Radha and I said, if you go from your home to office, there will be stop signs, there will be stop lights, there will be traffic. You don't turn away and say, oh, today there is traffic, I'm not going to work. You won't call your boss, oh, I hit the red light, I'm going back home. It sounds foolish, right?
Right.
But we do that in meditation. Oh, I'm getting thoughts, so I get up from meditation. What thought has to do with your meditation? What traffic has to do with your reaching your destination? If you have to reach your destination, whether traffic or no traffic, you are going to reach your destination, correct? And you will try to make it on time. Similarly, here I'm not controlling my thoughts in meditation. The purpose of my meditation is I'm waiting for that which has to be revealed to me. The divine effulgence, divine essence has to be revealed to me. It has to reveal to me. It's not like I am realizing it. It has to make me realize. And for that, I am waiting. That is meditation. So how do I do it? Simple steps. Close your eyes, give a supposition. The divine presence is in my heart, and wait. Because the moment you say, and you can also give another supposition that it is drawing your mind inside, and wait. Then I become a witness to it. So a witness don't have a remote control in his hands. A witness is watching whatever happens in front of him, right? I cannot say I will only, in witness, there is no selective watching, selective witnessing.
Mhm.
Same thing in meditation. It's not a selective witnessing. Whatever happens after I close my eyes, I'm witnessing. Okay, thoughts, I'm witnessing. My heartbeat, I'm witnessing. Somebody making sound, I'm witnessing. If you're sitting in a group meditation, somebody is coughing, I'm witnessing. There's no control over it, what I should witness. But slowly we witness something very profound. And it happens in every meditation. If it doesn't happen in every meditation, that meditation is a very futile effort. Every meditation it happens, but we are not ready to feel it, see it. Slowly, that shift happens. That shift happens. That is why heartfulness takes, the what should I say? On the spiritual path, it plays a very, very significant impact, is because of the yogic transmission, the pranahuti, which is invoked from within. Pranahuti is not coming from one person to another person. It is invoked from within through the sankalpa of the guru or the trainer. When that happens, it brings certain clarity to what you are witnessing. See, there is air in this room. If somebody turns on the fan, I feel the air. The fan is not creating the air, but fan is making that air evident. Similarly, the transmission makes this divine presence evident. So, as it becomes more and more and evident, it becomes our identity, our nature. For that, we meditate. I'll stop here. Radha, you're talking on mute.
Thanks, Srikanth, for that wonderful explanation. And let me add to that from the physician standpoint, because Raghu's purpose of trying to start this group was to kind of help him with his stress, help him with his sleep. Anything else, Raghu, that you wanted to achieve?
No, though, I mean, I thought this was a start to doing some more things. I mean, those are the side benefits that I'm, I guess, selfishly hoping for.
Sure.
but obviously there's a lot more to it that
Yeah.
we hope to achieve as
Yeah.
time goes on.
So, that's the thing, what if you look at how, because I'm a lifestyle medicine physician, I would like to kind of look at it through that lens, wherein, you want stress management, sleep. But again, I'll talk to you when you don't sleep, there is what is called sleep hygiene. That is what preparation Srikant was saying. You should follow this sleep hygiene. You can just Google sleep hygiene PDF and you'll get list of things you should do. And still, if you're not able to sleep, then probably doing a sleep study is not a bad idea. But coming from the spiritual side, heartfulness and lifestyle is very interconnected, and the lifestyle 6 pillars are exercise, nutrition, stress management, sleep, addictions, and social relationships. And of all the 6 pillars, if I fix my nutrition, if I fix my exercise, if I fix my addictions, but if I don't fix my stress, even the sleep, everything, stress will trump all the other 5 pillars down. And so what does this, the heartfulness, I would call that the framework of heartfulness. If you give it, the spine is the backbone, right, for everything to stand erect. So the spinal column is Raja Yoga, which is already mentioned, and the 8 steps to reach, right? The Yama, Niyama, Asana, Pranayama, Pratyahara, Dharana, Dhyana, and Samadhi. So the beauty of heartfulness is the teachers have refined this for the modern existence to directly take you to dhyana. And then, as Srikant explained about what a wonderful analogy of what that fan and air, that how it exists there. Transmission is already there. The energy is there everywhere. And how do you experience is you experience to sit and meditate. And then experience during that meditation the consciousness, and samadhi. So if you look at yama, niyama, asana, pranayama, pratyahara, dharana, dhyana, this is nothing but the lifestyle put together in Ashtanga Yoga. And I'm directly taking you to dhyana. So your life is very simple now that you're directly being taken, and heartfulness creates that framework of the lifestyle approach to care. And you have a system, like you do morning meditation, you do evening cleaning and night prayer, and when you see these changes happen with each meditation, it's like a mango, there are so many mangoes, and you eat mango, the same mango today, it'll taste differently from tomorrow. The same way experiences of meditation are different. And what happens in this heartfulness meditation is you actually experience that change, which is the instrument for your progress. And then you evolve, and then all these little things like stress management, sleep, they all kind of automatically come in and create into that. I like to kind of say that, the carbon and how it over time kind of comes together and becomes the diamond, Srikant, is it a good analogy? How the forces will help carbon to ultimately become the diamond that you're actually, it's all within, So that is how this heartfulness explained. And when you start meditating, you can start with simple relaxation and start doing it for 10 minutes, 15 minutes, and then you slowly increase it to 30 and then an hour. But if you can start there, that would be a good starting point. And one thing I learned from Srikant is he's a guy who, we have this saying called read and enjoy, do and feel. So he's a guy who believes in doing and feeling. So I'm glad that you at least took the first step of let's start this, right? You have a goal. Now you have to plan, right? You create a plan for it. And the first step is taking that first step to sit and meditate. And your sleep will get better, your stress will automatically change, and you can continue your job, which is the material wing. And then you just add this to, it's like if I want my patients to change, I'll ask them to create smart goals, that are specific, that are measurable, right? That are attainable, and reliable and timely. So let us say in 3 months, you're going to put all this heartfulness into. So I would say I write a prescription in lifestyle, exercise for very specific 15 minutes a day. So you can start that I'm going to practice heartfulness at certain point of the day, every day, and sit quietly for 10-15 minutes, and we can actually, and you can experience that transmission each time, and then eventually go. I think we spoke about 25 minutes. Now I think it's time to experience the heartfulness. Srikanth, you want to do the session?
Sure.
Do you want me to stop the recording?
Yep.